After this experience and like so many other filmmaking experiences, what would be one piece of advice you would give your high school or freshman year self?
Oh man, I guess, it's tough because like all of the lessons that I learned on it kind of needed to be learned through doing it and through screwing up practically.
Mm-hmm.
I would say don't film for 14 days in a row. That would be like, you don't need to do that. But then again, even that was a total screw up and I'd never do it again for a short film. But it was, now I've had that experience of directing for that long, that in such a stressful environment. Mm-hmm. So that was also a good thing, I guess. Advice in general, it's the most boring advice ever, but it's just like keep making stuff.
Yeah.
Which I frankly have a tough time with even now. So it's less of advice for my past self and more of advice for me right this second. Because I think I get really precious about stuff. And I don't know. There's this like, I guess there's like an ego about it and this feeling of I don't want my reputation to suffer from having made something bad. And so when I make something, it has to be better than the last thing I did and it has to be great. Yeah. And it doesn't. And I know that, but there's still like this feeling of, needing to always be like fantastic and to the stuff you make to be important and to be impressive. And so you can only ever make something with that mindset where you put a ton of hours and work and whatever and spend half a year on. And sometimes it's good to just do a 48-hour film festival or to get like a reel of Super 8 film and just sort of shoot it and make a cute little short on that, or to just do an exercise. Yeah. And that's something that film school is good for. And that's a great part of this whole thing. There are certain classes, like the 285, 290 is a class, and then 310, although 310 is more of a practical class and less of like a you making stuff just for making stuff. Yeah. But 285 and 290 are two classes that I loved, and I think they're really great.
I agree.
And
you have some great stuff from there. Like, you really put a lot of effort into
I put a lot of effort into my 290 stuff specifically. You know what? That was one where like I just kept getting more and more ambitious with it after every project, and that was one where I did really have the mindset of my next one has to be like way cooler than the last one, and that honestly kind of worked in my favor in that class. But yeah, I worked really hard on 290 stuff. But you have to. I mean, if you're at film school and you're just like slacking off on the films, I don't know. Like, what's the point of that? What are we doing?